Συνεχίζουμε το game. Εγώ πεινάω, ωραία. Θα τρώω λίγο ταυτόχρονα, δεν πειράζει. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, ρε bro, εδώ είσαι.
I guess there's no other excuse for getting involved. Gina had me dazzled. I can't deny it.
Push boy!
But what would you have done? A beautiful girl asks you for help, so what do? Kick her out of your car on some corner? I don't think so. It took us a whole day to get to Chicago because the old hunk of junk I drive is no race car. Along the way, we stopped to have some snacks and keep the car from overheating. We took turns driving so both of us could get in some shut-eye. We got to the museum pretty late, but my friend Clive knew we were on the way, so he waited up for us. Well, we made it to the museum. Let's park in the back.
Οπότε, συνεχίζουμε το παιχνίδι από εκεί που το έχουμε αφήσει. Ντός εδώ, ξέχασα να σας χαιρετήσω, συγγνώμη. Πάμε να δούμε τι φτάσει. Αλλά ταυτόχρονα πεινάω, δεν μπορώ. Θα τρώω όσο εσείς βλέπετε. Πάτε και εσείς κάτι ρε, αυτό είναι ούλα είναι το game. Με το ζόρι φτάνει το φτώμα. Οπα.
Hey, it's Bunchkin Bob here. I'm calling from Chicago, and guess what? I just saw that car you're looking for. I swear I haven't had a drink, and I'm sure it's the same car.
Ρουφιάνος, έχουμε γεμίσει ρουφιάνους γάμοτε.
Yeah, a dopey-looking guy with some gal. They went into the Museum of Archaeology and Natural History.
Ωραία.
Sure thing, I'll tail them.
Ωραία.
So, you're trying to find out the precise origin of this crucifix.
Πήγα να δούμε τον Σταυρό τι παίζει.
You've come all the way here at this time of night.
It really is, Clive, but there's no time to explain. What can you tell us about the crucifix?
I can assure you it's a matter of life and death.
Well, all right. Let's see. Quite a while ago, the museum trustees acquired the latest three-dimensional scanner for the museum's analysis laboratory. It's capable of analyzing the composition of any object, dating it, and performing a morphological study in order to confirm it. It has the most thorough art and archaeology database that exists in the whole world. We could most certainly use the scanner to delve into the origin of the crucifix.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go straight to the lab now.
Just one moment. Not so fast. Our first predicament is the poor condition the crucifix is in. It's obviously coated with a layer of filth that will make it impossible for the scanner to perform an accurate analysis. We must restore the crucifix first, if the scanner is to work properly.
Να φτιάξουμε και το Σταυρό.
You can do it, can't you, Clive?
I'm afraid not. I'm an anthropologist, not a restoration specialist. That sort of job must be performed by Dr. Oliver, the museum's finest art restorer. She just happens to work down the corridor at the restoration laboratory. She's there.
All right, man, all right.
Yes, let's go talk to her now.
Hold on, there's another problem.
In
3 days, the museum will be opening an exhibition on Mayan art. We're already behind schedule, and Dr. Oliver is overwhelmed with work, trying to restore all the pieces for the exhibition. I'm truly sorry, but you'll have to wait for the doctor to finish her work before having the crucifix restored. And I doubt that will happen for at least 3 days.
3 days? No way. I can't wait 3 days. Professor Silva's waiting for me in California.
This is unbelievable, Brian. You're already thinking of leaving me here defenseless?
No, I wouldn't do that. But I can't wait for 3 days either. I'm gonna talk with this doctor and try to get her to restore the crucifix tonight.
Oh dear. You can try to, Brian, but I'm warning you. Susan Oliver is not an easy woman to swallow. If I were you, I certainly wouldn't dare make such a proposition until she's completed all her work for the exhibition.
Well, I have to try. You said she was next door, right?
Yes, through the first door on the left when you leave my office. Good luck, my friend. You'll be needing it. Listen here, Gina. What do you say if we take a little stroll around the museum and I show you some of its hidden mysteries?
A stroll?
I see you haven't changed a bit, Clive. Anyway, we'll meet up here in a little while.
I don't know. Well, all right. Let's take a stroll.
Hello? Dr. Oliva?
Yes, who are you?
Pleased to meet you, Doctor. My name's Brian Basco. I brought you an object to be restored. It's a crucifix which...
Listen, boy, this wretched son of a Caesar has taken me 2 weeks of work to finish. And all of the numbered objects on these shelves here have to be restored by the time the Mayan art exhibition opens in 36 hours.
But this is an emergency, Doctor. There are lives at stake.
My life will be at stake if the items on those shelves aren't ready for the exhibition, all right?
All right, man, all right. Διαλέγω τι θα της πω. Doctor, it is of the utmost importance that you restore this crucifix right now. Αυτό ακούγεται λίγο απειλητικό αυτό. Μ' άρεσε. What is the son of... Γιατί να το πω αυτό. Just what does your work consists of? Must be pretty interesting to work in this museum. I will just let you work. Δεν θέλω να πω κανένα από αυτά, τι φάση. Να ρωτήσω για τον πίθηκο. Για να το παίξω έτσι. Ότι είναι πολύ καλή δουλειά σου.
Must be pretty interesting to work in this museum.
It could be interesting if I were an employee, but actually I'm a downtrodden slave. I've been asking for an assistant to help me get this department in shape for months, and the only thing I get back are letters about a lack of funds. They're a swarm of parasites, I'm telling you!
Ωπα ρε. Ξερερέμισε ρε. Ρώτα για αυτό εδώ.
It's the most important piece on display at the Mayan exhibition, a stone mask with a large ruby set in the forehead. It was recently found at a temple in Piedras Negras in Honduras.
Okay.
I've been working to restore it and leave it in perfect condition for 2 weeks. I have no doubt that it will be the centerpiece of the exhibition.
Okay, ξέρω. You must take pride in your work. Are you a specialist in the art? Where is the mask you mentioned? Τι φας.
Are you a specialist in the art of the...
I'm a specialist in art.
A
professional, if you know what that word means.
Where is the mask?
Where's the mask you mentioned?
It's such a priceless piece that it won't be placed in the exhibit until the very last moment. It's held in a special vault that's kept at the ideal temperature and humidity needed to preserve the mask.
You must take pride in
Θα
your
μ'
work.
αφήσεις να...
Despite a lack of certain indispensable means, my work has been praised by the most prestigious of journals. So yes, I suppose there is a reason to feel pride.
Ρε φίλε.
Doctor, it is of the utmost importance that you restore this crucifix right now.
Look here, boy. Didn't I make myself clear? I have to restore all of the numbered items on the shelf. Every last one. In 36 hours. If I don't have a hernia first, that is.
Οπότε I'll just let you work. I guess.
Fine.
Άιντε, φεύγα. Πώς περπατάει έτσι, ρε. Δες πώς πάει. Πάει δεν πάει. Και τσιγαράκι στο στόμα. Μην μου πεις. Τι κάνετε. Άιντε Μαρή. Τι κάνει. Go to.
Some of the objects have a numbered sticker under them. The number must show what order they're supposed to be restored in.
Ωραία, άρα το πρώτο.
Some of the objects have...
Ναι, άρα... Α, τι φάση. Α, έφυγε. Άρα τώρα να βάλω το Σταυρό. Βρε, άσε με, βρε. Δεν με αφήνει να έχω το mouse. Λοιπόν... Ωραία. Αυτή η τύψα δεν με αφήνει, από ό,τι κατάλαβα. Το mouse δεν το έχω τώρα. Τελείωνε.
I can't take that.
Ωραία, φύγε από τον μπρο. Είσαι άχρηστος.
It looks like some sort of talcum powder container.
Πάρτε να.
This could be useful.
Ωραίος.
Could be a briefcase full of varnish. I'll take this one here. It's colorless, but it could come in handy.
Σκέλετο. Λέιζερ, μασίν. Τι είναι. Οξυγόνο. Waste basket.
It's empty.
It's empty, λέει.
I'd better not. It could be dangerous.
Πάρ' το
No,
σκέλετο.
the idea of...
Άκυρο. Πάρ' αυτό εδώ. Get crucifix.
Cool. I'll trade it for the object that's next on the list to be restored.
Και το βάλω πάνω στο... Ναι, και δεν με είδε, ρε.
God, the doctor didn't even notice.
Ναι, και καλά. Και με έδωσε κάτι άλλο. Τι με έδωσε? Get strange Mayan object. Δεν ξέρω τι είναι αυτό. Λοιπόν, εδώ μέσα δεν έχει κάτι άλλο. Βάλαμε εδώ πάνω το αντικείμενο για να το φτιάξει γιατρός. Φύγε από εδώ, φίλε. Ωραία. Έχουμε κάτι καλό. Α, για να δω τι έχει. Για να δούμε, για να δούμε.
No doubt about it. The laboratory for doing analyses has got to be behind this door.
Μπες.
It's impossible to open manually.
Γιατί? Δεν έχει κάτι να κάνω, δηλαδή.
No, it's too big for my mother's Sharpay.
Ναι. Ωραία. Πήγαινε κάτω, μπρολί. Όπα. Γεια σου, τυπά. Talk to janitor. Δες το, έχεις τρινιαστεί εδώ, παίζει μουσκούλα. Φάτσα, μαλάκα.
Hey, you're a friend of Clive's, aren't you? I saw you come in with him and that hot babe.
Yes, my name is Brian. Brian Basco.
Brian? Dude, what a name! Are you a geek or what? I'm Willie. I'm in charge of administration here at this dump.
Administration? You mean maintenance and all that, right?
No, dude. I mean, I'm gonna smack you silly if you don't quit yapping. I'm not a maid, I'll have you know. This whole museum would go to pot if it wasn't for me. And besides, you should know that I run my own small business.
Okay, guy, calm down. What kind of small business are you running?
Let's just say I represent a laboratory equipment factory. Here, take one of my cards in case you need any of our fine products.
Okay, πουλάει πράγμα.
William P. Dustin, laboratory equipment. There's a phone number on it. Thanks, I'll keep it in mind.
About that business of yours, what can you tell me about Τώρα? This Mayan art exhibit.
I don't want to take up any more of your time, Willie. See you later.
Hello? Hey, Mr. Potter!
Τι γίνεται, ρε?
Yeah, you know, it's always a pleasure to do business with you. What do you need this time? 100x eyepiece for an optical microscope? I'll have to see if they're in stock, but I probably can. Let me check with the warehouse, okay? Call me back in 10 minutes.
Τι φας, κλέβει από το μουσείο.
Sure. We'll discuss price later. Same to you, Mr. Potter. See ya. Hey, dude, let's drop the small talk. I got other affairs going on.
Okay.
Well, you know how it is. Business is business.
Okay, goodbye.
Μαλάκα, περπάτημα.
He's going up the stairs. Let's see where to.
Let's see where to.
Look at him jive along.
Πού είναι? Ό,τι χειρότερο σε περπάτημα. Όλοι εδώ μέσα έτσι περπατάνε. Και η καθηγήτρια που φτιάχνει τα αρχαία και αυτός πάνω λέει έτσι.
No way! Willie knows the combination to get into the analysis laboratory. I don't know how he got the combination because I highly doubt he's authorized to go in there. Now I think I know where the laboratory equipment factory that Willie supposedly represents is really located.
Άρα παπάνω. Με το πάσο σου. Δεν βιαζόμαστε, ρε, χαλάρωσε. Ωραίος, ανέβα πάνω. Πού είσαι? Ωραία. Look at panel.
This controls access to the analysis laboratory.
Ναι.
I should wait for Willie to leave the lab before going in there myself.
Come on.
It'd be embarrassing for the two of us to run into each other.
Έλα ρε φίλε.
It's impossible to...
Πού να πάω? Να περιμένω να βγει έξω, λέει. Γιατί ρε? Γεια σου γιατρέ μου. Έλα εδώ μόνο.
It's impossible to...
Είναι ακόμα μέσα, τι πας? Για πάμε πάλι κάτω. Α, βγήκε ρε. Παίρνω εδώ. Α, μπήκα. What?
I
Αρχαία.
don't know much about art, but this all looks amazing.
Καλά φαίνονται. Μπορώ να κάνω κάτι εδώ.
They look like bowls and pitchers. I better not. Besides, I can't think of what...
Από εδώ δεν πάει. Από εδώ. Ούτε. Άρα πήγαινε πίσω. Λογικά δεν θα μας πει κάτι εδώ να το πατήσω αυτά, οπότε πάμε πάλι πίσω. Πήγε έξω ο Willy, οπότε πάμε πάλι πάνω. Ας τον Willy εκεί, να τσιλάρει. Τώρα που βγήκε πρέπει να προσπαθήσουμε να μπούμε μέσα στο δωμάτιο. Θα λέω σωστά. Use panel. Ναι.
Good idea. Go for it. Now I can't touch any of the keys. If I leave a fingerprint behind, it would ruin the entire plan. The next thing I have to do is get Willie to enter the combination that opens the door, so his fingerprints are left behind on the right keys.
Ωραία, άρα τον παίρνω τηλέφωνο.
Good idea.
Να το πω πάλι να πάρει
Call
κάτι.
Willie and try to get him to enter the analysis laboratory. That way, I can try to find out the access code. I
Ωραία.
hope the number on that business card he gave me is his real phone number.
Ωραία.
Hello?
Mr. Dustin?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do for you?
Well, my name is Frank Steiger. I'm a friend of Mr. Potter's. He told me you could furnish me with some products that I need.
Sure. It's a pleasure to do business with a friend of Mr. Potter's. He's one of my best customers, you know. By the way, your voice sounds familiar. Do we know each other, Mr.
Λίγο.
No, I don't think so.
Well, anyway, what can I do you for?
Well, I was interested in some eyepieces. Yeah, eyepieces for optical microscopes.
Whoa! This must be repeat request night. Seems like everyone's looking for the same thing.
Come again?
Nothing, Mr. Stagger. Just running off at the mouth. Tell me, what kind of eyepieces do you need? I can tell you I got a nice set of 100Xs.
Well, I was looking for some 200X eyepieces, actually.
200, huh? Well, I'll have to check the warehouse. Call me back in 10 minutes and I'll tell you if we have any in stock.
Okay, talk to you soon then.
Talk to you soon, Mr. Stagger.
Ωραία. Άρα θέλω ξανανέβει.
It's coming up now. I'll hide behind here.
Behind where? Α. Φυσικά. Αμάν περπάτημα. Ωραία. Εγώ είμαι κρυμμένος εκεί πίσω. Βάζει τώρα τα δαχτυλικά. Ωραία, έχουν μείνει
I
λίγα.
should wait for Willie to leave the lab before
Άντε
going in
πάλι.
there myself. It'd be embarrassing for the two of us to run into it.
Καλά, embarrassing δεν είναι. Πήγαινε εδώ μέσα. Πήγαινε μέσα στη γιατρό. Δεν είναι γιατρός, θα γράψω λόγω του λέω γιατρό. Περπάτα μέχρι εδώ, ξέρω εγώ. Α, ωραία, βγες πάλι έξω. Πες να βγήκε. Δεν ξέρω, βγήκε. Πρέπει να δω τώρα. Άντε, πάμε πάλι κάτω. Να δούμε αν είναι έξω. Είναι έξω, είναι έξω. Τέλεια, go upstairs. Βγήκε το παιδί. Ωραία. Use panel.
Now I can't touch any of the keys. If I leave a fingerprint behind, it would ruin the entire plan.
Λοιπόν, τώρα, για να δούμε τα αποτυπώματα, παίρνουμε το talcum powder, την πούδρα δηλαδή. Χρησιμοποιούμε στο panel.
Perfect. Now I can tell which keys have Willie's
Ωραία.
fingerprints on them and guess the combination. I'll only dust the keys that have varnish on them.
Ποια έχουμε?
Cool. Now I can tell Willie's fingerprints apart from mine, no problem. And it looks like the varnish dried completely with the powder on it. So now I can press the keys without having to worry about erasing the fingerprints. The numbers that make up the code are 1, 3, 7, and 8. All I have to do is figure out the right combination. If I remember right, When I saw Willie enter the combination, the sounds the keys made went something like...
What?
Yeah, that's it. 8137. I won't forget that combination.
Okay.
It's pretty dark in here, but I'd better not turn on the lights. I don't want anyone to find me here.
Λοιπόν, εδώ πέρα έχει ένα...
It's an old key
Old
or
key.
something. Maybe I'll find a place to use it. Well, how about that? There was a note.
There was a note.
Let's see. Clive, here is the ancient Aztec key all clean and polished like you requested. Next time don't wait so long before having it cleaned. It was disgustingly filthy. See you next Monday. Signed by a guy named Ron. So the key belongs to Clive. Well, I'll just give it to him later.
Ποιος είναι ο Clive, ρε, μπερδεύτηκα. Ανοίγει αυτό.
I wouldn't want to have to use the...
Την κάμερα μπορώ να την κλείσω. Open glass display case. Για άνοιξε το.
Let's take a peek. I know it can't be opened manually. I think you have to push that button over there to open it.
Ποιο κουμπί? Το πανώ.
You can't do it manually.
Ποιο κουμπί, ρε? Εδώ. Look at button.
It activates the thermal chamber opening system.
Ωραία. Πάτε το, ρε. Use button.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
Clive είπε.
Clive Kastropoulos.
Name invalid. Access denied.
Τι λες, ρε?
I don't think I'll get it to open that way.
Δεν ανοίγει έτσι η πόρτα. Οπότε θα φύγουμε από εδώ.
I can see that Gina and Clive have gone on that casual little stroll around the museum. There's no doubt about it. Clive's the same old guy as ever. He'd ignore his own mother to chase after a woman. Let's see. This is a 2-volume treatise on anthropology. I was never very interested in this subject, but I may need the books to find my way around the museum. Hey, look what was hidden under the books on the table. It's an X-shaped...
What was hidden? X-shaped, ρε.
I can't think of what to do.
Ωραία. Έλα εδώ. Strange key.
Yes, I bet the key fits perfectly.
Okay. Τι φάση, ρε.
Aha! Look what we have here.
Τι έχουμε, τι
A
έχουμε.
hidden safe.
Ωραία. Ας το ξαναδώ αυτό. Πάρε ό,τι έχει εδώ
No
μέσα.
way. No, I'd never... No way. It's a voice recorder.
Πάρτε.
Well, okay. I'll just borrow it from Clive for a while. Then I'll give it back to him.
Ναι, ρε.
I can't go out of the office and just leave the hidden safe open.
Σωστός. Τι λες, ρε. Τρώμα καλό. Ωραία, τώρα πήγαινε έξω. Έχουμε το voice recorder που λογικά είναι η φωνή του τυπά. Άρα ξαναπάω εδώ μέσα. Μπες, άιντε. Ευτυχώς που δεν μου βάλω το ξαναβάλω. Ωραία, μπήκες εδώ μέσα. Τώρα, use button.
Please state your name for the voice. Name invalid. Access denied.
I don't think I'll get it to open.
Name invalid, λέει. Δεν έχει χρησιμοποιήσει αυτό, ρε.
I should record someone's voice first.
What? Record whose voice?
Excuse me, doctor. Could you tell me your name again?
Dr. Susan Oliva. It's marked clearly on the door.
Τώρα πρέπει να το έχουμε έτοιμο λογικά. Ηχογραφήσε με τη φωνή της. Σούζαν Όλιβερ, πώς την είπαμε? Σούζαν κάτι.
Alright, let's see if the plan works.
Σίγουρα, ρε.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
Dr. Susan.
Name invalid. Access
Τι λες,
denied.
ρε?
What in the world? Oh, the battery went dead right when I needed it. I'll take the battery out of the tape recorder. Let's see if it fits. Perfect, fits like a glove.
Σαν γάντι.
Well,
Σαν
this is
γαντάκι.
a good opportunity to check whether you can restore some of a dead battery's energy by lowering its temperature. Let's remove the battery from the ladle. The battery is definitely frozen. I hope it'll make the tape recorder run now. Voila! I hope the recorder will...
Πάμε.
I hope the battery lasts long enough.
Ναι, άιντε.
Please state your
Δοκίμαστο.
name for the voice identification system.
Dr. Susan Oliva.
Identification verified. Good evening, Dr. Oliva. Please remember that the chamber will automatically close in 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
It worked! You can't do it manually. Not a good idea to put anything in there. I hope nothing serious happens to it once it's outside the thermal chamber.
Οκ. Ωραία, το πήγαμε. Το πήραμε. Πάμε πίσω στο γιατρό μας.
Good idea. Maybe I can use it to get the ruby out. Cool! It worked!
Ωραία. Βγάλαμε το διαμάντι. Τώρα άμα πάρω... Να πάρω το διαμάντι και να το βάλω εδώ.
Let's see if I can put this one in place of the one that's already there.
Ναι, δεν τα καταφέρω, δεν ξέρω. Το βάλε.
Fantastic! I think this will make the laser be much more powerful. Now I'll wait for the doctor to come and use the laser.
Α, θα μας σκοτώσει όλους. Όλα.
It worked! My heart goes out to the good doctor, but there was nothing else I could do.
I need an iced mocha now.
Φίλε, iced mocha. Καπνίζει 7 τσιγάρα ταυτόχρονα, δεύτερο.
Let me be. My life is sheer failure. First, my husband has an affair with that floozy Dr. Kendo.
What?
Then my son becomes a Hare Krishna and runs away from home. And now this. If I can't keep my family together and I'm no good at my work either, what's the purpose of my life?
Οκ, κοφταρισμένη. Λοιπόν, καφεδάκι στη γιατρό. Use coffee machine.
Impossible! It's out of coffee!
It's out of coffee, λέει.
Hey, that bowl there has something that looks a lot like coffee in it. I'm grabbing it.
Το
Maybe
boost
I
έχει
can
κλέψει τα
use
πάντα.
this to make Dr. Oliva some coffee.
Έχει κλέψει τα πάντα, ρε.
Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
I don't know, dude. That doesn't look like coffee to me. Anyway, those are coffee beans, and that stupid machine ain't gonna work with nothing but coffee that's all ground up, man.
Α, πρέπει να λέσω και τον καφέ. Γαμίσου. Πού έχει μήλο?
I might be able to use the lathe to grind the coffee beans.
Οκ.
It worked like magic. Now this coffee-like stuff has been ground.
Λοιπόν, Willy, γέμισε το καφετιέρα τώρα να πάμε ένα καφέ στη γιατρό.
Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
Dude, are you sure this crud is coffee?
Yeah, of course it's good coffee. I buy it in bulk.
No, man, I'll pass. It's not that I don't trust you, dude, but I don't want any trouble. I'd rather use the Java I normally pick up for the machine, in case I get busted.
Αν δεν του κάνει, θέλει την ποικιλία που παίρνει. Εντάξει, λογικό. Ούτε εγώ θα έπαιρνα καφέ που είναι ανάσχετο, ρε. Κάθε πεταμένος έρχεται, δίνει καφέ και νομίζω το βάλουμε μέσα στο μηχάνημα. Ρε φύγε ρε μπρο από εδώ.
There's something inside. Let's take a look. It's an empty package of coffee. All right, it may be just what I need. It's empty, but I can still smell coffee. Okay, start pouring. Phew, that was just the right amount. Now it looks like a brand new package of coffee.
Ο καφές που βάζει συνήθως και καλά, δώσ' το στο Willy. Άιντε, πήγαινε γέμιση τη μηχανή με καφέ, άιντε, θα τελειώνουμε.
Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
Dude, this is the brand I always use. Yeah, baby, this is right on time. See, now I don't have to go out tomorrow and buy some. I'm gonna go fill up that junky coffee machine right away.
Ωραίος. Πήγαινε γέμιση τώρα, φίλα.
This Willie guy is an unusual character. Well, let's see if I can finally take this rich aromatic coffee to the doctor. I'll just wait one little moment so Willie has time to refill the machine. Okay, let's go.
Γιατί πάει από εδώ. Γιατί πάει από εδώ.
It's working now. The red light is off.
The red light is off. Ah.
Okay, I'll just get one. I hope it's nice and strong.
Ισχύει. Λοιπόν, πάμε ξανά. Πού είναι η γιατρέσα? Πάμε στη γιατρέσα. Έσπασε τη μάσκα, δηλαδή. Της βάλαμε το ρουμπίνι εκεί και έσπασε τη μάσκα. Πάρε τον καφέ, δώσ' τον εδώ στην κυρία.
Here, doctor. Have some coffee. It'll make you feel better.
Οκ. Πάρε.
Now, that's better, isn't it? Come on, you can start working again now that you've calmed down. We wouldn't want the Mayan exhibition to be canceled because you didn't finish your work, would we now?
Of course not. I'll get to work immediately, and no one's gonna stop me this time, not even the feds.
Κολλάνε. Να τους πάλι περίεργος του πας. Ο Ρουφιανάκος.
Munchkin Bob. I see you haven't grown much in the past few years.
If it ain't Gustav, my one-eyed pal. It looks like the eye they ripped out of you hasn't grown back either.
Careful, Bob. Don't tempt me. Let's just get down to business. They're still in that dumb museum, right?
That's right. The car hasn't moved from the lot. We can wait here until they come out and grab them.
Without the car, they could have escaped in some other direction. Nah, I won't run the risk of having them get away again. Let's go after them. You wait here, Bob, and watch to see if the cops show up.
Okay, Gustav. Whatever you say.
Well, I had to leave the doctor alone so she could pay full attention to restoring the crucifix. But it's been a while now, and being as enthused as she was after drinking that coffee, I'm sure the crucifix is all finished.
That coffee, και το έχεις
going in.
εισαγωγικά.
Man, it looks like the doctor is completely out of it. But I see she managed to finish restoring the crucifix. Excellent. It certainly needed polishing. Oh, looks like new. This is interesting. Now I'm sure we can find out where it came from and what it's for.
Πώς?
I better go to the lab right away and use the scanner to check out the crucifix.
Ποιο lab? Εδώ. Έμενε ρε. Λοιπόν, επειδή ορθώθηκε ο Σταυρός... Μίστα. Οπα, ήρθαν οι λιπάδες.
What a weird night. Are you guys friends of Clive's too? First came that hot babe with Brian the dweeb man, who I have nothing against, of course. He may be a nerd, but he's a nice guy. And now you guys, man. By the way, what are those get-ups you're wearing, man?
Τον σκότωσαν, λέει, ρε.
And you know what? It's about time I found out what that is.
Τον σκότωσαν, ρε, φίλε.
I can figure out how to work the fancy scanner.
Όχι, ρε, φίλε, να τον σκοτώσουν. Το λυπήθηκα. Τι έφταιγε αυτός, γάμο. Ωραία, σκανάρουμε το Σταυρό. Τι έχουμε.
So, the crucifixes of Hopi origin.
Τι είναι αυτό.
The Hopi are a Native American tribe that lives in Arizona.
Μου απάντησε.
That is an important piece of information, but I'm starting to understand this whole story less and less. The materials that the crucifix is made of aren't valuable at all. And even though it's probably of some historical value, it'd never be worth killing people over. There must be something else behind the story of this crucifix.
Brian, quick, follow me. It's Gina. She's in danger. I'm sorry, Brian.
Τι λες, ρε.
No! You told me you wouldn't hurt me if I handed it over to you. No!
Σκότωσε και αυτό.
As you can imagine, this is when things got really out of control. Luckily, those guys were interested in knowing what we'd found out. Otherwise, I doubt they'd have let us live. Of course, that blow to the head knocked me out, and I didn't know what was going on for quite a while. When I came to, I realized that we were flying in a helicopter. My head ached and pounded, and when Gina told me what happened to Clive, well, I felt absolutely awful to know they'd done away with him. I couldn't stop thinking that if I hadn't gone to the museum that night, he'd still be alive.
Σωστό.
I did my best to get over it, and decided that feeling sorry for him would get us nowhere.
Ναι, αλλά όντως
The
θες.
sad truth was that I'd have the same fate as Clive if I didn't come up with a plan. The instinct for survival and a desire for revenge took over my thoughts, and I totally forgot about Clive. A bit later, the helicopter began to descend. I could see we were landing in a desert area in the middle of what looked like an old oil field. We were taken out of the helicopter and put inside of an old cabin. It was pretty obvious they were
The
mainly
Great
interested
Escape.
in Gina.
Pendulo
As soon as we got in the cabin, they tied her to a chair and started to beat the living daylights out of me. They put me to sleep once again with a well-aimed pistol whip at the back of my neck. When I woke up, I was all turned around and I thought my head was going to explode.
Okay. Οπότε τελειώσαμε και το chapter 2. Ξεκινάμε τώρα, μπαίνει chapter 3. Θα το σταματήσω πριν μπει το chapter 3.
Ouch! Oh, my aching head. Those wretched
Τι είναι, φτιάξαν τα γραφικά, ρε.
I swear these insane murderers are going to pay for this. On top of it all, they stole everything I had on me. My wallet, my car keys, my piece of amber. Everything. I'll try to get my stuff back. But the first thing I've got to do is find out what they've done with Gina and try to get out of this huge mess in one piece.
Τι με αφήνει κάνω να το
There's a
σταματήσω, ρε.
fairly large crack in the middle of the door.
We know Johnny was talking to you at the club before we got there. You tell us what he told you, and you can leave this place in one piece.
You're wasting your time, boys. I'm clueless, I swear.
I have to help Gina. Those animals are capable of doing anything.
Τελειώσαμε και το chapter 2. Ένα επεισόδιο ακόμα και τελειώνουμε το παιχνίδι. Σας χαιρετώ. Ντος εδώ. Τα λέμε.